Hi, this is Donnie bringing our weekly Bible reading devotional, continuing through Luke's gospel together. You might remember last week one of those crazy statements Jesus makes in chapter 14. He says, "Any of you who doesn't renounce all he has cannot be my disciple." That's a hard statement to hear. But I think we get to see then, as these chapters unfold, that lived out in living color. We see it in the rich young ruler. We read about him in chapter 18, and then we're going to read about Zacchaeus this week in chapter 19. And so I just want to contrast those two for a minute. You've got the rich young ruler who has done all the commands of God. He has lived a good life, a moral life, sought to follow God. And he says, "What else do I need to do, Jesus, to have eternal life?" And Jesus says, "Give up your wealth and come and follow me." And he can't do it. His wealth has a hold of his heart, and he looks at Jesus, he looks at his wealth, and he walks away. It's too much for him. Then you get Zacchaeus, who is a tax collector, a sinner of all sinners, hasn't kept a command of God a day in his life. But when he encounters Jesus and Jesus says, "Zacchaeus, I'm coming to your house. I want to eat with you." He invites Zacchaeus into a relationship with him. Zacchaeus lets go of everything else, says, "I'll give all my money away to the poor. If I've cheated anyone, I'll give it all back." He had encountered Jesus, and he knew, here is the one that I've been looking for, the thing I've been longing for. It's in him. So I had this moment in seminary. It's one of the most powerful moments I experienced. In one of my New Testament classes, we were going through Luke's gospel, and my professor contrasted these two stories, and he summarized them like this. He said, the rich ruler says, "I've kept the law every day of my life, but I won't give up my money." And then you've got Zacchaeus, who says, "I haven't kept the law a day in my life, but I'll give it all up for him." And he just let that hang in the air for a minute, and then in dramatic fashion said, "Class dismissed." And it was an hour before class was supposed to be over. There was just this moment, and he knew he had captured it. I'll give it all up for him. Class dismissed. And I walked home that night back to my apartment with those words ringing in my ear and conviction in my heart as the Lord just brought to mind those things that I had closed my fist around. And there was an invitation to open my hands once again and to say, "Jesus, you are better than everything. It's you that I want. It's you my soul longs for." So when I read these stories, it just brings all of that back to me. And I want to encourage you this week to maybe take some time to pray about what are those things that you tend to close your hands around. You say, "I can't let go of this. I can't surrender this to the Lord." And would you ask the Lord, open my eyes to see that Jesus is better. He is the one who satisfies my soul, so that I'm willing to let go of other things and let him have that place in my heart. I'll give it all up for him. I'll see you next week.